Guys, you guys have a Bigdog with these ignition coil covers on here. Now you know that this whole unit here, this is all part of your upper motor mount. Now in case if your bike's vibrating real bad, you need to check these bolts, all four of these guys, every once in a while, preferably every other ride, because they do come loose like this did on me. I was wondering why I was getting a vibration throughout gears. Here, all four of these were actually, this big one back here wasn't loose, but this was loose, and these two here were loose. And yes, I do have red Loctite on these too, and they still come loose. So these are supposed to be 35 foot-pounds. This one here, this bolts the bird beak to your coil cover. I don't know what, I would say this is probably about 35 pounds also. But this big one back here that goes into the frame, that's 45 foot-pounds. Now I have a Loctite on all four of these. So every once in a while I'm going to recheck these to make sure they're tight. Because what will happen is the engine vibrates and this will vibrate. So that's an FYI for you guys. Now I've been working on the rear mud flap. Okay, it's going to look something like this, but it's going to be the color of this. I have to send away for more dye because I'm out of the dye. So yeah, once this dye comes in, as you see, I made a little groove here with my pickle fork. I got the lacing on, and it's actually, I bought 42 inches of it's pretty thick leather. I think this is 9-ounce tooling leather. We're going to We're going to double side tape this right to underneath of the fender, just like the other one was. And yeah, it's going to be lined up just like that. So once it's in there, it'll be like that. And I don't think I'm going to curve it up. I don't think I'm going to curve this guy up at all. You know, the other one was rounder like that. So now once that's dyed, that'll look a little bit better. I didn't want to, let's sit down. See how the back is flat and the sides are round and the fender's round? I didn't want to make this the same contour of the rear fender, because then I would have had to push this side in here a little bit. You know, then it would have been, I think this is 2 3/8 all the way around. You know, if I would have made this the same contour as the rear fender, I would have lost probably about a 1/2 inch on these sides here. This would have went in a 1/2 inch. You know, and I'd rather have it like that. So I also got another seat for the Bigdog. This is a low profile seat. Oh, hold on, give me the guys, here we go. It's a Corbin Low Seat. Now the problem with this one is my spring mounts aren't as wide as the other two seats. So I mean, it's a nice seat. It's real spongy. It's flat, and I mean it's real flat, and it's really spongy. So what I'm going to have to do to that is we're going to have to take it apart, drill holes, mount the studs, and weld them to the metal, and then I could either have that redone in some kind of brown leather, which I'd rather do that. So I might do that instead of putting that vinyl back on. Now that might not be to next year or the year after, but that's what's on the agenda for that seat there. So we have 3 seats. That one there is no problem. This is the cheap one. This is a Chinese seat. That's the one I spray painted with brown upholstery paint. And that one there. There's also a motorcycle show coming up over here at the Harley Davidson. I'm going to try to go to that one. That's on, I think it's on Saturday. That's the Three Rivers Motorcycle Show. And maybe I can go over to that as long as it doesn't rain, as long as we don't get rained out. And we'll take some pictures, maybe some videos. Okay, guys, I'll check you later. And this, I have to, once I get the dye, we'll finish that. And, yeah. Check out.